Hi guys, Toboloco here. Welcome back to Lebanon 2014 FIFA World Cup Qualification Part 2. If you haven't seen Part 1 and you randomly just stumbled across this video, I recommend you watch that before you carry on with this one. For the people that already have watched Part 1, you would already know that we've done a ton of friendly matches and we also qualified past the first round against China, and it was really convincing, and we're on really good form, as you can see on the right hand side with the squad. Some players are starting to creep towards 70 rated and stuff like that, so our next match is actually against Sri Lanka of all teams, which is actually a really comfortable draw, I'd say, for Lebanon. I'm not underestimating Sri Lanka, but I'm just saying, you know, it's a very favourable one for us. So really, all we have to do in this gameplay is just keep up the fantastic form, beat Sri Lanka in this next match. It's a two-legged tie, and then I guess before the third round we'll do like a few friendly matches and stuff, and maybe do part of the third round in this video. I don't know. Usually I do it in 3 stages before I actually even get to the World Cup. The first leg against Sri Lanka is away from home. I don't really know how to approach this, really. I mean, I want to say that I'm going to beat them, but you never know, do you, on this difficulty? Sometimes the smaller teams can put in a decent performance against you. Sri Lanka pushing forward. I can't select my player, and they go for it, and I did knock them over after that shot, so could have easily been a penalty, but I guess because he already shot, the referee waved it on. Some of these smaller teams will make mistakes quite a lot. We saw that in the friendly matches we played, and they're already starting to make mistakes with their passing and stuff. They're not really the best at clearing the ball. South Korea and North Korea, that's 1-0 so far to South Korea. I mean, that would be an excellent match. Good save as well from that shot. It's half time and it's 0-0. Hopefully we can get a goal in the second half, possibly, but I don't know. I'm going to pin it down to we're away from home, and yeah, that's all I can really offer, really, as an excuse. Those are the other matches that are happening right now. Any noteworthy results? Philippines leading Iraq, that's not too bad, and that's an away goal for them. Chinese Taipei against Oman, 1-0. Who else? Oh, UAE are smashing Vietnam at the moment. I've missed about 3 tackles in a row. He goes for it, and off the post, and they're going to... Oh, good save. Sri Lanka could have taken a shock lead against us, but we hold on thanks to a very lucky save from the goalkeeper. 72nd minute, and we're getting pushed around now by Sri Lanka. I don't like this. I don't like the feeling of this match. I mean, Sri Lanka probably did well to get to this round, but I'm struggling to tackle. It's one of those games where every time I tackle, it goes straight back to them. Oh, we got it. A bit of a mistake. It's Dayoub. Can he go through? Oh, he's put it wide. Oh, Lebanon. Not the Lebanon we've seen, and we're going to get terrible form if we draw this match, because we shouldn't be drawing it. We absolutely shouldn't. Sri Lanka have done well here to stop me in this one, and they hold me here. The first team in this series to hold me to a draw or a loss. Well, it was obviously a draw, wasn't it? But yeah, terrible result for Lebanon. We should have won that. I'm sorry, that was a really poor result for Lebanon. I'm very unhappy with the way they played, and of course I know I'm in control, but some of the plays and stuff like that were so bad, and they couldn't even hold on. I mean, at least we're not in Vietnam's position. I mean, they have to go into another leg against the UAE. Second leg of this tie, and yeah, we're at home this time. So can we actually score at home? Through ball. Chamas is saved. At least there was a shot early on in the game. We got the ball back, and then Sri Lanka got the ball back. Please don't do this to me again, game. Through ball. Come on, Lebanon. How do you not shrug him off like that? This is really, really bad. And it's struck, and it comes back out to Lebanon. Header. Oh, again, the goalkeeper. Absolutely amazing save to deny us there. Offside again, and he missed the initial shot anyway. Like, what have we got to do to stay onside? And it's half time, and another poor performance from Lebanon. What's happened? What's actually happened? We've got good form. Into the box. How are you putting that wide at we? Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me! This goalkeeper's playing out of his skin! Why do players just let the ball, like, run away from them like that? Back to the goalkeeper. Terrible clearance. And that's in! Yes! The goalkeeper had a howler and Chama scores to make it 1-0. This keeps happening, by the way, with smaller teams. They'll try and clear it and they just don't get enough power on it. That was really bad by the Sri Lankan keeper, and I kind of feel sorry for him because they were defending really well up until that point. He just watched it go in. He knew his fate, and that is 1-0 to Lebanon. Through ball here. We got it, but deflection, and yeah, it's in. That's 2-0, and that is game over. Mograbi scores to make it 2-0. Game over, Sri Lanka. Sorry, had to do it to you. But yeah, nice one, Lebanon, for finally coming through at the end of the match. And that's it. Lebanon have beaten Sri Lanka 2-0 over the two-legged tie. We had to take them back to our place to do it. But fair play to Sri Lanka for actually giving us a decent match. Because in the first video, like I said, we were beating everybody left, right and centre. And we're still unbeaten, but at least they frustrated me a little bit. Okay then, so we are here in the third round, and this is our group. We are in Group E with Palestine, Australia and Uzbekistan. So remember, only 2 teams can go through in each group to the final stages of qualifying. So I'm hoping that we can have a good run. Australia would be a big problem, but Uzbekistan and Palestine, I think we might be okay with them. I might be underestimating Uzbekistan a little bit. We have an injury here to Mohammed, broken elbow. That's never good, and that's our best player out for the remainder of the qualifiers, I guess. If you've got a broken elbow, you're going to be out for at least a few weeks, so we're going to have to make do with a reserve defender. Our next match is against Uzbekistan. So, yeah, I mean, let's see what we can do against them. They might be a tough test for us. We're at home for this one against Uzbekistan. And, yeah, hopefully we can actually get some kind of points on the board, even if it's a draw. I'm a little bit worried about it because Uzbekistan, usually on a World Cup game, they're usually like a 2.5 star, maybe like on the fringe of a 3-star team. My main concern in the group is Australia. Australia is the big boy in the group, and they'll probably clean up the group and get most of the points. So I'm probably looking to sort of finish in second place. Ref, they literally hacked me out from behind, and you're not going to give anything for that? Bias refereeing. And yet they just give a little tap on Uzbekistan. I feel like the referees are really against me. They did it in the Sri Lanka game as well. Go for the strike. That wasn't a bad strike, but we're getting pressured by defenders too much. Crossed in. Header. Oh, it's floating in. Ah, but the goalkeeper gets the rebound. Ah, that's so unfortunate. It's so annoying that goalkeepers always get like first favour. Through ball here. That better be onside. Oh, you put it wide anyway. What a golden opportunity to take the lead against Uzbekistan. Half time, still 0-0. Missed a golden opportunity to go 1-0 up just before half time. The problem is with this game at the moment is that we're lot level. Uzbekistan keep being offside. Also me too. That was very close, by the way. I mean, look how many players Uzbekistan have here. And no space for Lebanon whatsoever. Apart from to do this round my back line. Oh, skipped over that challenge, but then the game glitched out. That's what I don't like about 2014. The physics are so, I don't know, they're just so off. Yeah, that's it. I mean, a boring game, but we get the point anyway. And, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to feel about that. Uzbekistan were a little bit boring. Our second match is a big one. It's against Australia away from home. If we lose this one, then we're going to lose a lot of momentum, and I have a feeling we are going to lose it. The Lebanon fans in the background are out in full force, despite being thousands of miles away. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and give a good performance, but, you know, Australia are a giant in the Asia zone, and I expect them to win this match. Through ball, Lebanon, that's frustrating. Pass back to the goalkeeper. And it's hoofed away. See what I mean? Like, the goalkeeper for Australia can hoof it away, no problem. But a one-star keeper will just literally completely fluff his lines and give it back to me. Just trying to send Australia into a little bit of a spin, but it seems like they kind of got the same tactics as Uzbekistan right now. That's offside. Like, literally everybody is offside on this game. Look how marginal that was. It's funny how, like, you'll brush up against the computer and the computer will get a foul for it, but me on the other hand, and they scored, yeah, Josh Kennedy scores to make it 1-0, and that was a BS goal. I tried to clear it and it just, it's just so annoying, and we're 1-0 down. Offside. Another offside. How many times, man? How many times on this game must you be offside? They always step offside. It's half time and it's 1-0. Another frustrating match where we can't really get forward. I'm kind of thinking to myself that Lebanon are going to be this team where they kind of get to this point in the qualification and then they can't do anything else. Into the middle. It's cut out again. It's always cut out, and they get to play the pass of a lifetime all the way up to Kennedy. It's just like, really? Oh yeah, shrugged me off, and they crossed it in. That was really bad ball. Really bad, but they still got a corner out of it. This is what I mean. The computer gets so lucky with these sort of things because my team can't control the ball properly, but yet Australia can. See, how did he keep that on? I thought that went off, but Australia still got it. They turn me here, they go for the strike and it goes wide. Crossed in, that's going to be offside though. That was actually a decent ball as well. It was actually decent. You could tell that I was actually going to like head that in, but of course the game's like, well, offside for you. Get out the way, you idiot! Get out of the way! That was supposed to be for that bloke running in, and he's offside as well. Oh my god. Like, as I've said countless times, the offsides on this game and the frustration factor of 2014 is so annoying when you're playing bigger teams. Australia, you were terrible. You were terrible, and you still grinded the result out of me. And that's the thing the computer does in this game. It frustrates you to the point where you lose. Look at the goal I conceded. It was bad. It was so bad. But they still managed to get a result out of me. And yeah, now we are 3 points behind Uzbekistan because they beat Palestine. If I don't beat Palestine, then I do not deserve to qualify. Although I'm moaning, I do still like this game. I still do like it, but the problem is I'm just getting absolutely shut down by these defences now. If we don't beat Palestine here, then we don't deserve to qualify. Lebanon versus Palestine then, these two nations are very close to each other, aren't they? And would this be considered a rivalry game? Do Lebanon get on with Palestine? I'm fairly sure I'm in attacking as well, and these players aren't getting forward enough. I'm giving away fouls constantly as well. The late challenges all the time. What's happened to this this Lebanese squad? I need someone to get forward. Thank you. Look at how slow Lebanon are right now. Palestine are running the show. Here comes Lebanon. Again, a poor pass. This is just dreadful, man. From absolute, like, hype from the first gameplay to probably on the verge of getting eliminated in the third round, this is madness. Absolute madness. I don't understand how I'm playing this bad. Good pass. Go on. Yes, we scored against Palestine, and that's Shamsin with the goal. And that's 1-0 to Lebanon. Okay, I don't think I've seen Shamsin in the squad, but luckily he was there to fire that home. And finally, we got a goal against Palestine. What I don't get is, in those 50-50 situations, the computer will literally have the ball about 90% of the time. Here we go. Oh, look at this. It's a goal. Nice one. And it's Dakik with the goal to make it 2-0. I was literally complaining and the game gifted me a goal. Haidar. Going through here. You get off a good cross. It's not bad. Header and it hits the side netting. Okay, well we're getting into more attacking positions. And that's it. We beat Palestine 2-0. A decent result. 2 goals in 5 minutes for the Lebanese. and we go into the reverse fixtures. Can we please get some more points on the board? I don't want to get eliminated in the third round. I'll accept a fourth round elimination because they tend to be stronger teams. If you have a look at the groups then, for the halfway point, we've got in our group Australia with 7, Uzbekistan with 5, and Lebanon with 4. So Uzbekistan and Australia drew. We're only 1 point behind them, and our next match is against Palestine again. So hopefully this time Australia can beat Uzbekistan, and then if we beat Palestine we'll have 7 points. Fourth match of the qualifying group, and it's against Palestine away from home. Slightly different stadium. It looks pretty good, to be fair, especially with the lighting and everything. Into the middle here, and yes, we scored. Nice. Antar scores to make it 1-0. We just cruised past the defence and tapped it in. Captain scores to make it 1-0. Good over the top here, and that was a good strike, and it's fallen to us kindly. Shamsin scores to make it 2-0. Unlucky to Palestine, really, to concede that goal. Goalkeeper saved it, but just got the kind bounce in front of goal there, and we're just able to tap it in. Here comes Palestine. They're going through. Can we stop them? They turn for some reason, trying to twist and turn their way past. They still have the ball here, and they cross it in, and it's headed out. Good defending. They could have scored from that situation. It's half time, and it's 2-0 to Lebanon against Palestine. Decent first half. We got our goals very quickly. It's all about trying to defend them now. I want to see where Australia are with Uzbekistan. Let's have a look. Okay, it's 1-1 between those two. Uzbekistan are actually quite a decent team. Over the top ball here. Dakik. Gonna go for it. And we scored! Alright. Goalkeeper opted to come forward, but it didn't matter. Dakik scores to make it 3-0. And what a performance this is against Palestine. This is really nice from Lebanon. I'm just praying Australia just do us a favour and beat Uzbekistan. A random deflection comes to Dakik, and it's 4-0. This is a great game for Lebanon. Absolutely amazing. We're dominating Palestine all over the pitch. Just a pass there, shot, and bang it into the bottom corner there. Help from the post. 4-0 against Lebanon. Palestine, sorry. Corner to Palestine. It's crossed in. And, oh, okay, well, they scored. I tried to clear it out, but Salem scores to make it 4-1 now. Decent strike, but it was a bit of a rubbish clearance. I didn't want to clear it that way. I didn't want to clear it towards my own net. And that's it, that's full time. We just beat Palestine 4-1. Very convincing result from Lebanon. And we've only got 2 more group stage matches remaining in this section of qualification. Did Australia do us a favour? They didn't. They drew against Uzbekistan, but that is kind of a favour in a way, because I think I've moved above them in the table. I'm fairly sure. Let's just have a look. Yes, I'm 1 point ahead of them, and yeah, now we need to beat Uzbekistan to secure a qualification place into the next round. This is the big one. If we don't win this one, then we're in serious trouble. If we win it, though, then that means we will go through despite what happens in the last match. I don't even want a draw either. I want a win. That's what I want. Palestine pretty much rolled over for me in the last match. They did me a massive favour. Go on. We push our way through, and we've got it back, and we scored. Yes, I was about to say, like, I thought it was offside or something because the score thing didn't come up immediately, but we scored against Uzbekistan through the luckiest of circumstances. And look at this. They tried to clear it, and we just rifle it into the bottom left-hand corner. Out to the wing here, Shamsin. He's got it. He's been really good down the wing. That's a good cross as well. And oh, what a save by Uzbekistan. We could have had 2. Through ball. Oh, look at this. Go on. Oh, we scored again. Uzbekistan have fallen apart. And it is 2-0. They've fallen apart. And Lebanon looked like they could go through from this result. And we won't have to worry about Australia. Both of the goals, well, the first one was a defensive error, and then the second one was just a bit of luck. So, like I said, very fortunate to be in this position, but I love it. It gives us a real... Oh my god, we just put it in! Maatouk scores to make it 3-0, and again, another bit of fortune because the goalkeeper punched it out towards me and he was already on the floor when all this stuff was happening. Look, he was on the floor and I was able to put it in and it just trickles into the back of the net. Uh-oh. Uzbekistan were going through there, but we just dealt with it nicely. Uzbekistan have tried to go through a couple of times, but not getting the chance that they want. Shamsin here on the wing just gets tackled. As the clock winds down here, 3-0 against Uzbekistan. They've had limited chances in this match, only about 2. They haven't been brilliant, but Lebanon have been really good. A little lucky, but still really good. And, wow, we've gone through from this group. Somehow, after having a really sort of average and slow start to the group, we are going to go through with a point to spare, a game to spare as well. We've got to play Australia for the last match, and it doesn't really matter what kind of result we get in that one. We've beaten Uzbekistan 3-0. We've moved 4 points clear of them. So taking a look at the group on the right-hand side, this is how it's going to finish. I could potentially nick that top spot from Australia. I'm only a point behind them, but it's not that important. I imagine Uzbekistan will finish with 9 points. And if Australia beat me, they'll finish with 14 and I'll finish with 10. So I'll go through. Final match of the group, and it doesn't matter really, but I guess for form, we have to keep playing well. And yeah, Australia, I reckon they'll beat me, but I reckon it'll be close. Just like the last match against Australia. Lebanon back in good form now, so I'm hoping to get a good result here. Just giving away a free kick here, Australia. We could have the chance to put it in if Antar wants to. Let's go for it. Oh, not that bad. It crossed in and the header was not there. Header back into the box, header out again. It's been one of those games. I mean, we're not going to score early against Australia unless we get lucky. Uh-oh. Australia. That was a poor shot. Both teams have had limited chances, and I guess it kind of gives me hope for the final round of qualifying when we go up against some of the best teams that this zone has to offer. Half time, there's 0-0. A little bit uneventful, but it doesn't matter. This is almost like a training exercise, really. Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that, Australia? What is that? It's 1-0 to Lebanon. What was that? Like, what is going on with the defences of some of these sides in this gameplay? Over the top, Australia will have it. No. Defended nicely by Lebanon. And here comes Dakik. Come on. Come on. You got the pace, right? Into the middle of the box. It's slide tackled in. It's 2-0. Shamsin scores to make it 2-0. And Lebanon can pinch that top spot from Australia. Australia have had a howler here. What a slide tackle shot. Schwarzer went completely the other way. I think it's Schwarzer. No, it's not, is it? It's not Schwarzer, sorry. It's someone else. And, yeah, completely went the other way and let us score. But they are trying to get through here. They poke it, but it doesn't work. They got the ball back, and that's going to be another foul. They've been getting unlucky here. They're still playing Cahill, even though he's injured. Oh, here comes Australia. Oh, good save. Australia whip it in. It's headed, and it's in. And that's McKay with the goal in the 87th minute to make it 2-1 now. Will Australia mount epic comeback? I hope not. It was a bit of a looping header, wasn't it? It looped over everybody and just went straight in. Not be over yet. I'm still trying to tackle them. Australia here. And they... Oh, my God. I was about to say, and they scored, but they put it wide. Oh, what an opportunity missed from Australia. They could have retained their top spot, but Lebanon snatched it away from them. And, yeah, like I said, fantastic result. Great turnaround in the group from getting a loss and a draw in the first 2 games. And then getting momentum back against Palestine. Having an unreal game against Uzbekistan to cement that place. And then beating Australia here is a statement win going into the last qualifying round. Alright then, so these are the final groups then for our qualification to try and get to the World Cup. And it's quite a hard group they've given us. So I'm in a group with Kuwait, Japan, Australia and the UAE. Even though we just beat Australia 2-1, I don't think that's going to happen in the final stages. I think they were using a few reserve players possibly in that final match. That's probably why I beat them. I don't know. But yeah, tune in next time to see the third part of the Lebanon qualification run on 2014. I'm sorry it's been really long, but these are the only way I can do it without having the video being like an hour long or something. But if you did enjoy it, then give it a like and subscribe. Keep it local as always, and I'll see you again for the next video.